Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's talk about the Marvels. I told you guys I was going to do a little reaction for you, so let's start off with no spoilers. In this section, we're just going to talk about the movie generally, and then after that, we're going to get into some hot and heavy details with spoilers. So, first of all, I went really early to watch this movie. I'm talking about 10:45 in the morning. I had a lot of things to do. I had to do that for you guys. Okay, so movie, solid movie. I did laugh a lot. There's good action sequences. Again, this is a no spoiler part, so I'm not gonna get into detail just yet. So again, I was laughing a lot. It's good action. Very good special effects. Definitely loved watching Captain Marvel use her powers, Monica use her powers, and of course Miss Marvel, Kamala use her powers as well. And just seeing them in the movie together, and I love how they brought these characters together, which, as we were watching, the series, like WandaVision and Miss Marvel, we kind of knew something was cooking at the end of that last episode of Miss Marvel. If you haven't watched it, just by the way, you should go watch Miss Marvel. Form your own opinions. I thought it's an okay show. Gives you a little thing to do there. So the movie, within itself, it's not a pretty long movie. It's hard to do a pre-review without spoilers because everything that I want to talk about is in with the spoilers. So it's a good family movie. Take your kids. You can definitely enjoy it. There's a couple of scenes in there where you're gonna have like, what in the world? And what's going on, and the world within Marvel is just so expansive that you're thinking one thing and you're thinking, which earth are we on? So it's a pretty good movie to go see with the family. Okay, guys, this is the, I guess, second part of this video, because now we're going into full on spoilers. So now we're going to get into the nitty gritty details. So if you have not watched the Marvels, stop the video right here and go watch the movie. I do not want to spoil it for anybody, but it's going to get spoily because I'm definitely going to get into some very big details about this movie. Okay, let's talk about the Marvels. It has a very good script. It has a really solid idea. It was being executed wonderfully. It sets the pace really well. So we have Kamala, we have Carol, and then we have Monica, each with a specific power that has to do with energy, which I think is pretty cool. So we have Kamala living her life as Ms. Marvel, and then just a regular teenager, of course. Then we have Carol up in space, living with Goose, of course. We all remember Goose, the cat. Don't go there. And of course we have Monica, who's actually working on a space station with Nick Fury, which is really fun to always see Nick Fury, the incomparable Samuel L. Jackson has brought this character to life, and it's just, I love it. Okay, so let's skip like a lot of like inner details. Let's just say we have the Supremer. She is a villain. She's from Hala. And she feels that Captain Marvel has wronged her planet because Captain Marvel accidentally, while destroying something on the planet, destroyed their atmosphere. So she is out for revenge and out to just save her planet, like restart her planet because her planet has no atmosphere. Okay. Within this, she finds a bangle. And automatically when you see this bangle, oh, wait a minute. Isn't that the same bangle that Kamala has? And at the same moment, her bangles start going crazy, lighting up and everything. And Carol's investigating because, Nick Fury's like telling her, hey, something's going on so-and-so in this place, and go find out. So Monica sees this little rip that they're trying to fix in the space-time wall or continuum, whatever that is. And boom, flash, this. Somehow, Kamala, Carol, and Monica, their powers get entangled, which is a term that they use in the movie. Entangled meaning that when one tries to use their power, they get physically switched with the other one. So the big thing about the movie is about how, first of all, they get their powers untangled, I guess, and how they stop Suprema from, basically she's stealing the atmospheres and different, resources from other planets. She blames Captain Marvel for a lot of the things that are going wrong, and this is just basically a lot of revenge kind of things because she's going after the planets that Carol has been helping and aiding and saving. And we see some of these planets, especially with the Skrulls. Then we see the Kree in action, and right now the movie's going well. So as the story progresses, what I do enjoy seeing is that these characters, these three women, start out as strangers, but not so much as Monica and Carol. They were just very estranged from their previous relationship. As watching the movie, and if you watch other Marvel episodes or other movies, then you know that they were very close. So watching the transformation of them just becoming, like I said, as strangers to becoming friends, and not only friends, but it felt like they were finally a family, was, very endearing. It was a very good thing to add to the movie, and that once they understood their entanglement and how their powers worked together and how they tried to really just find out exactly how everything just mixed, correlated, just everything together, and then them finally actually becoming the Marvels. So before I go to the big, ending and other things, I do want to mention this one scene that I found really hilarious. And if you haven't watched the Marvels for whatever you have heard out there, just go watch the Marvels just for this. The cats. That's all I'm going to say. The cats. Just go watch it just for the cats. Trust me, you will not regret the cats. Okay. All right. One of the things that I really did not enjoy. So I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm sorry to whomever not agree. But as a kid who, with my brother, collected comic books as kids, we were very into Marvel. Was our favorite, of course. Well, was and is our favorite. We would run. We would, beg our pop to Dad, take us. We need to get some comic books. We're behind on our X-Men, on our Avengers. I was very big into the Avengers, and we bought comic books almost every other week. So as a fan, you want to see this live action as you remember it reading and imagining it as your kids. Okay, with that said, let me tell you a scene in the movie where I think that this is one of the things that's damaging the movie. And Disney, this is basically a message for you, so listen up. Mouse ears open. There's one of the planets that they go to because they knew that Suprema was going to go there to take one of the resources from that planet. And on that planet, it was a very dear planet to Carol for a lot of reasons that I don't want to spoil. So just go watch the movie. Why would you make this whole scene as a musical? This is not a Disney quote-unquote princess movie. This is a superhero movie. What are you doing? We want the action. We want the edge of our seats motions, not that. I mean, why is there that scene in this movie? You should not have done that. I mean, some people might enjoy that, but the core fandom that you have here, me being one of them, no. We want to see our superheroes battle. We want to be, holding our breath to what's going to happen. Yes, we want to see diplomacy as well. We want to see characters interacting for whatever purpose. And by the way, the casting of that prince on that planet, yum, good job. But the other parts in that whole scene, no. All of this and all of the other things, no. You dropped the ball on that. You dropped the ball. You seriously dropped the ball. Again, let's go to this climactic ending this is where I think a lot of fans were really after that scene, and now they're expecting this big send off, and we didn't get what we were expecting. I mean, I am not going to say it was bad, but it could have been so much better. I mean, okay, so we have Suprema finally, that she realizes that Kamala has the other bangle, and, finally gets both bangles, tries to use them, and of course, in good villain fashion history, villains do not do well when they get what they want, and she ends up well, oh my goodness, this is not for me, and she's gone. Okay. Now, one thing that I think could have also put this one movie over the top, two things that could have put this movie over the top. Okay, the bangles. If Kamala had that one bangle from her grandmother, and she was already basically attached to the bangle, why couldn't she not only feel the other bangle, but call to it to come to her, if she's the one destined to wear them? Why couldn't she do that like Thor calls his hammer? A little cliche, could have worked. Okay, now, of course, when the whole time-space continuum thing kind of blows up and everything, and all of realities are about to crumble, again, we have this moment where, again, I think you dropped the ball on this. Ending, okay. Ending was okay. But it could have been so much better, because the movie's called what? The Marvels. Why was everything just put on one of their shoulders when they each have a different version of this power? Now Kamala has both bangles. Why couldn't they just, if the movie was basically then trying to untangle and their powers were entangled, then why couldn't this moment, this one piece right here to close that gap in the space-time continuum be all of them using their powers together? Like, for example, in Ghostbusters, when you cross the streams, that's one big power right there. Why couldn't they combine their powers and do that? Why did it have to be left up to one of them to be, you know, being without that one? The movie's called The Marvels, for Pete's sake. This was your opportunity not only to make them into a real team, but just like the lore, explore the lore, like make it bigger. Have a chance to even make more Marvel movies. You could have done that, but you didn't. You chose to just go the easy way, have one of them be the one to, take it all and just save the day, which was fine. But I don't think that was the point of the movie. I didn't see it going in that direction. I mean, okay, so we have the ending. Everything A-okay. Carol decides to let the Kamala's family go on the farm. They say how they miss Monica, la-di-dee, la-da-da, ending. And then you get the after credits. And I get why they went the way they went. And I understand you guys want to really put an emphasis on the multiverse. We, the fans, we know there are different versions of Earth. We know this. We know there's a multiverse. We know that you guys are setting it up for all the other movies that are coming out of the multiverse and so on and so forth. Okay, we know this. But there could have been a different way to go about it. You could have still have had that scene, but not that way. You could have had that scene having them. Did you guys notice the rift in the space-time continuum and had, Dr. McCoy there? Yes, we noticed it. I've been analyzing it, and Binary, noticed this going on. It could have been done another way. That could have been even a better after-credits scene. Go see The Marvels. Form your own opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. As a true fan of Marvel, Disney, guys, I know you're trying. I know, but listen to us. Listen. We know what we want, and we know how to help you out with this. So listen, okay? I know you guys don't like to, but come on. Come on, all right? Okay, guys, if you have watched The Marvels and you have a kind of opinion about it, let me know in the comments. If you have not watched it, hey, take a chance. Go watch it. You might have a different opinion than me, and we could talk about it, okay? All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. As always, if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you haven't, come on board. Let's have fun. It's going to be a wild ride, right, guys? All right, as always, guys, from my heart to yours, put some love out into the universe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye.